Well, hello there. Thank you for meeting me here. Today I'd like to go over a simple rebuild on one of our Grand Vapor rebuildable atomizers. First, you're going to need the tools of the trade. But before we get started, I always like to christen any good building session with a delicious vape. Here you can see I've got the Innokin Itaste 134, a delightful high-end mechanical mod. Well, it's actually a computer-controlled mod, and it just happens to look like a mechanical mod. So, I have here one of my favorite rebuildable atomizers. It's called the Nimbus. And I've built a 1.3 ohm coil for it. And I'm going to show you how to build your own on one of our Grand Vapor models. Now that's because my brother Tim wants a Grand Vapor instead of a Nimbus because he thinks it looks cooler. And that's okay, you know, because it's about what you like. Here at Smoke and Mist, do it your way. We're like Burger King, except with smoking. Vaping. Alright. Let me get a little inspiration here. Maybe I just turned it off. Nice. So, first, like I said, you're going to need your tools. I always like to use various implements from this kit, pliers, and some small dikes. Alright. From this kit, a couple screwdrivers. Okay, so here we have the Grand Vapor. Comes with a nice little screwdriver there. And actually comes with a built coil. Of course, not built like I would build it. No, two built coils. Very nice. So, if you order this from Smokenmist.com, you will receive enough to be ready to rock and roll right away. So you don't have to build your own coils the moment you get it. But if you want to, we're going to show you how. So, the Grand Vapor is a stainless steel unit, and it's a dripper model. So what we're going to do is put it on our mod so that we can use it to handle much more easily. Rule of safety, you always want to take the battery out of your mod. Even if you've got a locking option or you turn it off, doesn't matter. You need to be safe first. And getting lit up by a coil is not my idea of an enjoyable experience. So, okay, looks like it got a little shredded in the shipping process, but the wicks are a little vulnerable like that. You definitely want to keep them nice and tight and tucked in. So we're going to take off the existing wicks. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove the old coils. Granted, they're brand new, but hey. You can reuse those on some budget device or give them out to friends. Okay. So now we're going to get some 30 gauge A1 Canthal. And I'm just going to be building one wick, one coil setup for right now. Obviously you can do a dual coil using the same methods. Going to cut off about 1.5 inches of wick. Okay. Now you're just going to get the wick on there nicely. Roll out about about 4 windings. That'll give you a nice low coil. You want to get an uneven distance on your wire. Okay. Try again. Yay. Okay. You're going to want to make sure that this wire does not touch the edge of the housing. Okay. Tighten this down. Then I need to remove. There's 2 ways to remove it. A little excess, you can clip it, or you can just get nice and snug and wiggle it back and forth. And it will break off. I prefer that way, so you know that it's clean off at the terminal, nothing sticking out. Okay, and we're going to ensure that this is not touching the sidewall at all. We're going to get a little bit nicer spacing on our coils. We want to have them nice and even. Tap them down one more time. Okay. Tuck those wicks in nicely. If you've got a wick that's fraying, just get it a little bit wet and it will fall back into line. Now the ends of my wick are going to sit down in the drip well, and that's what's going to soak up your juice. So let's go ahead and throw a battery in. And we're going to condition the coils. So right now I'm at 8 watts. Bring it to 10. You can see them starting to fire. You want to make sure you got nice, even orange heat over the entire coil. Bring it up a little higher, all the way to 12.5. Didn't like that one. There we go. Get a nice good burn. Okay, now we just add a little bit of juice. Let them get red again. It's okay if it catches on fire. Just blow it out. And you're good to go. So now you're going to soak your coils or your wick. Reinstall your cap with your intake hole. Actually, let's get a little juice on this ring here. Just let it get a nice good seal. And we'll see how she fires. Beautiful. And that's how you do a home-built coil.